our producer. We got Barrett Hilton. And tonight, later on, you won't want to miss it. We'll have a little conversation with him about how Team Hive got started. We'll do that in the semifinal game tonight with Judge Memorial. But good one on hand, I think, as all these teams here pretty solid in this 3A boys state tournament.
Looking forward to this matchup between Union and Emery. Union played awfully hard last game, and it's fun to watch them work. And then Emery just had a tough break, not able to finish through yesterday.
Yeah, 13 3-point shots made by Judge Memorial. Nice pass underneath. Creek Sharp scores for the Spartans, and they're up 2-0 here against the Cougars.
And that's where Creek makes his money. He does an excellent job slipping underneath the defense.
3-point shot on the left side by Burgess. No good. The rebound comes down to Emery, but they're going to throw it away. It'll be Union basketball.
Just snuck away from him
We do have Brad James here. We're glad to have him down on the far side. He'll be giving us stats, and always good to have him here. Sorry, Dustin, didn't mean to cut in front of you there.
We're okay. We're getting going together.
Union with it. They'll pass down underneath. It was knocked out of bounds. It's going to go off the Cougars.
Looking for that back cut for Stetson Duncan not able to connect right there as Womack just let it go a little quick.
Union had a really good quarter and a half yesterday against Ogden, but midway through the second quarter, Ogden went on a 19-4 run, and the game was never the same after that.
Yeah, they made some good adjustments and just really wore Union out.
I think foul trouble, too, don't you think?
Absolutely, foul trouble played a factor.
Spartans with the ball up 2-0 here. Dribble drive on the left baseline. Shot is up by Stilson. Wouldn't go, but the rebound does come back to Stilson. Right side, the 3-point shot up, and no good.
Union getting the shots they want from Emery, but they're just not capitalizing on the rebound. They've got to make sure that they're boxing out, getting in position, and holding them to that one and done.
Lob in out of bounds, comes inside to Stilson, bakes it up and in. Wade Stilson.
Using that size advantage on that box set, just a nice entry up to him. He lifts up above him.
Cougars with it, Union. Out of Roosevelt. On the right arch to Burgess. Back underneath. Oh, a good ball fake and a move by underneath there. Now 3-point shot on the right arch. Up and good! Brody Bell.
Doing a nice job getting the ball moving inside out.
I think it was Olsen that I was trying to get to. Now a 1-point lead, and the ball's going to go out of bounds in for Union, but a 1-point lead for the Spartans.
Womack doing a good job staying home there on Olsen. Olsen and Creek Sharp work the baseline really, really well. He's able to stay home, and that gets that ball to be tipped out of bounds.
Union with a chance to gain the lead here. Emery scored the first 4 points down underneath, and we're going to have a foul.
Had a couple of them in there, but one of them will be called, huh?
Yeah, that's a good description there, Dustin.
So you had that 2-3 zone at Emery's going to work there, and Union's taking a minute, but they're using Womack on the high post. He's spent a lot of time, and when he's catching, he's really not even looking to go somewhere other than a pass to the other side of the zone. He's not really looking to score right now out of it.
Duncan ties this game at 4, so Union on a 4-0 run after falling behind 4-0.
Started getting the ball moving well. And getting a stop. Your defense got to drive your offense. Those couple stops they got down here were pretty big.
Second foul shot, not there. Emery with the rebound. Quickly into forecourt come the Spartans. They'll look at Tuttle, top of the arch. Tuttle picks up. Goes over on the right side. Spin move underneath. Shot on the left baseline. Up and good.
Great ball movement by the Spartans right there as the Union defense has done a nice job putting them in the gutter, but not able to keep them there as they use that drift pass out.
And so now, underneath, shots up and good, and a foul.
So Union's put some time into their zone offense as Womack, as he turns right there, he just looks to see, and they did a good job as Duncan slipped himself just a little higher. A lot of times you'll see a player be content and not get himself that extra space because he stepped out of the gutter and technically could have made a little chip shot, but that extra step he took to catch Stilson a little bit more, gave him the space to be able to get that and one.
Second tie of the game is 7-7. Union has never led. Now through the lane. Spartans with it. The give and go. The bank up, and it wouldn't go by Sharp.
Union's defense that time staying in front, staying disciplined.
Here on the ETV. KSL Sports, a takeaway by Emery. Quickly down, laid up, and put in.
Emery doing a nice job in transition, using the pass and sprinters right there. Great teamwork to get the ball up the floor.
Mason Stilton with the shot there. And Emery regains the lead. Now back the other way. The shot's up and underneath and good by Wake Olson.
They overload the zone, but they overloaded it just a little further over where Wake was able to drop down the middle. Very pretty movement without the ball.
Now Emery with the ball. Luke Justice on the left arch. Luke with the dribble at the foul line. Crossover. Thought about shooting it. Dribble drive on the left side is up by Sharp. No good, but we do have a foul.
Creek hitting that slot and able just to penetrate down through, and as he gets that shoulder past the defender, really puts the defender in a bind, and he has to just kind of come through him there, as you saw on the replay.
Foul shots up and rims in and out. No good by Creek Sharp. Again, yesterday, Union with a terrific quarter and a half, and then it just foul trouble kind of fell apart for him from there on out as Ogden pulled away.
Matt Olson looking to come in for the shooter here, Creek Sharp.
Foul shot up and good by Creek Sharp. Union has never led in this game. We were tied at 4, tied at 7, and now we're tied at 9. Well, we were at 9, and Emery retook the lead, but Union with a chance to get their first lead of this ball game as they have the ball with 4:10 to go here. On the right arch, to the foul line to Womack. Back top of the arch to Olson, through the lane, his shot's up, and Wake just couldn't get it to go.
Couldn't quite get dropped. A little different action that time, using a double high post.
And now on the dribble drive, going along the baseline was Luke Justice, but there'll be a foul. And probably not a foul they wanted, as it's a second foul on Brooke Burgess.
Yeah, absolutely not the foul they wanted.
However, it saved a basket.
Yeah, he gave that basket up, keep Burgess on the floor. He, like you've talked about their foul trouble yesterday, and Burgess was one of those. He works hard for the Cougars.
Now the Spartans get it inbounds. Luke Justice over on the left side to Stilson. Mason with it. Goes right to the foul line to Wade Stilson, and now we're going to have an offensive foul. Go ahead, you said oh my.
Well, Wade went really, really hard. As the defense slipped back and gave space, Wade just decided to go completely through him, and he tagged him. That was a nice job to step in and take that charge.
That's going to be the second foul on Wade Stilson. He's the big guy on the court.
Well, not only the big guy, but he's the best. He is an excellent ball handler, passer, and everything else for Emery. He is a really, really nice facilitator.
Union with the ball. Right baseline, three-point shot for the lead. And Duncan couldn't quite get it to go. It's out of bounds. It'll be back in for Union.
Emery not able to corral the rebound as it pushes off of him. Give a box set for a screen up and then coming across and down in the middle. A little harder action to work against the zone right there because the zone sits in and takes that middle away.
Duncan back over to Bell. The foul line that come to Womack. Womack picks up his dribble as he passes. Oh, it's picked up and a tough luck shot underneath by Olson. Another knot won't go. Oh, my heavens.
Oh, those are hard when they fall out like that.
Union would make most of those now. 3-point shot on the left side. It's up on short on the rim by
Olson hung in just too tight. Yeah, he dug in there and he wasn't going to let go.
Yeah, you can see on the replay. Oh, he got a hold of the arm.
Yeah, there was a lot of holding.
Matt Olson gets his first foul.
He does a nice job working hard for the Spartans. Always comes off the bench and gives it his all.
Union's had 3 or 4 attempts to try and take the lead. Tough luck shots. They're going to try again here. Down 10-9. On the left side to Olson. Wake dribbles down, Passes in the center of the lane to Womack, and he can't get it to go, and now a whistle and a foul after the rebound to Emery.
Those 6-footers, 4-footers, and even 2-footers are just rolling out on Union. They've had a lot of nice looks, but just not able to capitalize on them just yet. And then they've gotten to where they're all reaching right there after the ball, after they don't get their clean rebound. That time it puts them in, get another foul. So,
and Womack gets a foul, his first. Justice with it at the foul line, reverses, goes up, and then just a beautiful move. He faked right, came back left, and laid it up and in.
Here comes that ball movement from Union.
Oh,
dumps it down
pass.
underneath.
Underneath, the shot is up. And we're going to have a foul. Foul's going to go against Matt Olson.
And you talked about at the start of this game that foul trouble. Well, now both teams are in a situation that some foul trouble is coming to play here in the first quarter. 2 Spartans with 2 fouls. Olson and Wade Stilson. Franson's going to come in. He does a nice job shooting for the Spartans.
Stetson Duncan at the foul line. He misses the first. He'll get a second one.
Free throws can make and break. As Union having a tough time getting some of those scoring, it can be a great place to go and get something to fall through and get some momentum.
5 points for Stetson. He leads the Cougars. 3 for Bell, 2 for Wake Olson. For Emery, it's Wade Stilton with 5, but he's on the bench with 2 fouls right now for Emery. Right side.
Ooh.
In the lane, it's going to be Mason Stilton. Mason now goes out on the right arch at the foul line. Left side to Tuttle. And now the ball gets loose from Tuttle.
Womack able to take that, knock it loose, and gather it up.
Dribble drive on the left side, off the foot and out of bounds. Off Union.
Creek Sharp doing an excellent job right there, just on the ball, staying flat. Really gave him nowhere to go, and he just over-dribbled.
We've had 3 ties this game. We were tied at 4, tied at 7, tied at 9. But Union has never led. Emery with the 2-point lead and the ball right now. Dribble drive by Luke Justice down along the baseline. He's going to lose it out of bounds. He'll be in for Union.
Connor Olson coming in on the help side right there, just dug down, able to swipe the ball down off of Emery and out of bounds. Really nice help as his teammate had walled up and made it hard. And so good job digging in right there.
Andros Jensen enters the ball game for the Cougars. Jensen with the ball, gives back to Wake Olson. Back over to Connor Olson.
Emery's gone into a man here.
Now the runner on the left side, up by Jensen, wouldn't go. The rebound down to Emery. Quickly, down court to Mason Stilton. 3-point shot on the left side is up, but it won't go. A big rebound underneath for the Cougars, Duncan. Now he'll go underneath. The shot is up and good by Connor Olson.
Love the transition there as the ball hit the baseline. He ran ball side. If he goes off ball side right there, he doesn't get that layup. But ran ball side as a traitor, got the catch and finish.
4th tie here in the first period. And Emery holding for the final shot of the first quarter here as we're down to 19 seconds.
Coach for Union makes an adjustment, puts them in a 2-3 zone here. Last 10 seconds. Justice makes an adjustment with a high screen.
Back on the right side.
Turnover.
Stilson has it taken away quickly with 1 second. The shot's up. It would count, but it won't go as Wake Olson had a running jump shot on the left arch.
Good ball game.
And that ends the first quarter. We're tied at 12.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit ipautah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back here. Dustin Shakespeare, Barrett Hilton next to us doing our production work, and all the camera guys want to thank Barrett for what he does. Union with the ball and a chance to get their first lead of the ball game. So we start the second quarter tied at 12. They go to Wake Olson, who averages 16 points a game. Over on the right arc, shots up and good, a 3-point shot.
Emery coming out of the quarter break back into their 2-3 zone, and they put Womack back on that nail. Went back from that other action and just really moved it till they got the 3-point shot they wanted.
And Bell's the one that hit it. So Union with their first lead here. Emery with the ball.
Oh, that's pretty by Creek Sharp, off ball movement. Good catch, just couldn't get it to roll. Oh my.
Oh, the back the other way is Creek Sharp. And you said, oh my, but the runner's up, and it wouldn't go by Luke Justice. Justice averages 17 points a game, just 2 so far. And Union 3-point shot by Bells, up, it wouldn't go. The rebound comes down to Duncan. Back over to Wake Olson at the left side of the foul line, up, and it wouldn't go.
Like what Wake did right there, realize how far out he was. Good head fake to get him down inside that drop zone.
Wake averages 16 points a game. That's how come he does. He's smart. He knows when to shoot.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good job by him to recognize how to get a better shot.
Back underneath, they go to Wade Stilton. Back on the left side of the rebound. The shot is up by Justice. Rebound down to Union. Back over to the right side. 3-point shot is up. And wouldn't go by Connor Olson.
Just a little too deep.
Now another turnover here taken away. Union quickly down. They plant.
Really nice defense by Franson right there.
And Duncan was trying to get it in, and Franson knocked it away.
Had another opportunity there in transition, just not able to complete it. And out of frustration, he gets that foul. And that, you gotta keep that under management, understanding you just had a good one. Don't ruin where you're going. It's just his first foul, so be all right now.
Nearly 2 minutes deep here in the second period. That's the first foul by either team, Dustin.
That's good, because that first quarter had a whole lot of fouls. All right, Emery going to work out of the horns, it looks like, against this man defense. Womack's really done a nice job stealing the ball.
Emery with the ball, and it's Mason Stilton. Gets it to Creek Sharp. Creek in the middle of the lane. It won't go, but gets his own rebound, puts it up, it won't go. And going up hard for the rebound was Tanner Womack. He has it taken away, though. So
Wait,
Emery.
Stilton's so long.
And now we'll have a foul. There was damage.
Wade doing a great job staying long and able to tip that ball and earn it back for the Spartans. And then back in reverse transition, Creek Sharp has been attacking the hoop this quarter. He's able to draw that foul.
Wade Stilton playing with 2 fouls for the Spartans. On the left arch, Wade has it. Now dribbles down the baseline and puts it up and in. What a sweet move.
Got a nice size advantage. He's very well aware of it, and that's a Wade Stilton. He's really good. 7
points for Wade. Now down the barrel, 3-point shot is up. Oh, off the rim, the left side. Quickly, Emery into forecourt. Wade with the plant, goes down. And they give to Creek Sharp. Sharp goes up, and we're going to have traveling.
Defense came in and just jammed him up enough that he got an extra hop in there. Made it pretty easy for the officials to call.
Yeah, Mason Stilton did a nice pass to Creek. Creek trying to get a little closer to the basket, and they called him for a travel.
He has came out aggressive here in the second quarter trying to get at that basket. Looks like Emery's going to go man now.
Wake Olson gets it over to Bell. Back to Burgess. And now the ball's knocked out of bounds. Burgess playing for Union with 2 fouls. So both these teams realize, we're at the end of a tournament. We're going to play.
Gambling just a little bit, putting them in, seeing what they can get out of it. But I like the switch of defense right there by Emery. It's able to turn over the Cougars as they got moving in some of their cutting action just a little too fast.
Luke Justice goes to Stilson. Wade at the top of the arch. Gives it back to Zach Tuttle. Back to Stilson. To Luke Justice. Luke, the real scorer on this team.
Emery 5 out against the man.
Luke down through the lane. Picks up the ball. They got it, whacked that. Now turn on. Oh, a nice pass underneath. And a bake in by Matt Olson.
And that's just Emery basketball. They do such a good job off of that baseline and dumping to those cutters.
So we have our second lead change here as Emery retakes the lead, 16-15. We've had 4 ties. Now dribble drive on the left side. It's up and good.
The use of his body right there. Wake Olson extending out, keeping the defense on his back. Love to see that. Great finish.
17-16 now. Union regains the lead. Shots up and good.
Wade just asserting his will, and coach from Union knows that, and he's got to make a change because Wade is gone anytime he wants.
Timeout on the court. A good one here. 18 for Emery, 17 for Union. Union will have the ball back when we come back.
Bark is an app that helps families manage every aspect of their children's digital lives. Worried about your 12-year-old stumbling upon something harmful or inappropriate? With Bark, you can block sites and apps. Bark runs in the background, scanning your child's digital activities, and sends you an alert if it detects something you need to know about. While there are lots of options out there, Bark's approach to online safety is one of a kind. You've got this, and Bark's got your back.
Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
How much different is this game than the previous game?
Well, at the end of the half, both teams in the other game were at 40. This time they're at 20, so they've had a lot of shots rim out on them. See what they get underneath there. That was a nice screen.
Yeah, it ended at 84-77. This much more defensive game. Now underneath, a shot is blocked, and if that's Stilson, that would be his third. No, they didn't.
Really like the action that brought him into that. As the ball, Emery was able to stop the main action. Womack getting that catch right there in that mid post, able to push himself at the basket.
And Womack banks it in.
It's a good way to get it to fall in if it's just not quite right. Throw it through it.
And so we have our 5th tie here in the first half. And our 5th lead change as Union regains the lead 19-18.
Watch here, we got under 3 and 20. Burgess is still on the floor, and so is Wade Stilson.
Ball is knocked away. It's going to be tipped and out of bounds. It'll be in for Emery.
Holton's actually back on the floor too, so.
Yeah, they're just all playing.
They're playing, see what happens.
It gives us a good game.
As of right now, it does.
I like the way you. Emery with the ball. Down by 1 point. On the left side is Zach Tuttle. Comes to Matt Olson. Gives it back to Luke Justice. Luke is trying to get between the defenders. Oh, when he got that step, you could see he was gone.
Really good with the ball. Able just to stay under control. The help didn't come to knock it loose. And really nice finish.
20-19, Emery regains the lead. So the last 5 times, every basket has switched it, the lead to one side or the other.
And we're working, man, a little crossing action out of that top.
Union with the ball, top of the arch is Olson. And 5 seconds on the shot clock. Shot underneath is blocked by Emery. And quickly, Mason Stilson goes the length of the court, and Mason is fouled. He'll go to the foul line.
And that's the painful situation. Now, hopefully they make an adjustment here, but he went with Burgess on that. And as you watch that replay, you watch Burgess. He established legal guarding position a long time ago, and he's allowed to go vertical. Not when the whistle blows, though. And it blew the wrong way as Burgess had tried to protect himself. That's his third foul. We've been talking about that. And that one I thought Burgess played really well.
Mason Stilson makes the foul shot as he now has 3 points.
Pulling up that third foul, put him on the bench for the rest of this half.
Mason comes into this game averaging 7 points a game, misses both the rebound underneath to Matt Olson, and Olson puts it in.
Wade Stilson with the credit as he tipped the ball over to Olson to be able to gather that one up.
Now the large lead of 4 for Emery, that equals it. And in the lane, shot just wouldn't go in for Wake Olson. And now pass deflected, but put down and up and in by Zach Tuttle.
Emery's transition really doing him a lot of good here so far in the first half.
6 different Emery Spartans have scored. A large lead of 6 here for Emery.
Union's been able to get at the rim. They just can't get it to finish.
And that describes it well. Now shot is up and blocked by Stilson. And they're going to throw it down and get the easy lay-in. They do. As laid up and in by Zach Tuttle.
Oh, you love seeing Tuttle and Wade and Mason Stilton running together. That made it to where they couldn't defend him with one.
Oh, and a tough left-handed shot by Wake Olson. He was going through the lane, had defenders. He put it in, and he's fouled.
Wake had been working hard to try to get down there and get that to finally fall in, and he does. The official had missed that it had gone in, but they did a good job working together to let him know it went in. That is the third right there on Matt Olson.
Well, you said things could change, and immediately, guess who comes out of the ball game?
Yeah, they protect Wade so that he doesn't get his third.
For Emery, yep. And the foul shot's up and a little too hard. Wouldn't go there for Wake. And it's a 6-point lead for Emery. And they have the ball. High lead was 8. And now Emery sets it up. Gives it underneath to Mason. And Mason puts it up and in.
Nice little reversal right there. And they used a little crossing action to come down and get deep into there. And they know how to finish coming out of that gutter.
Cougars in need of a basket here. Wake Olson with the dribble drive, trying to go against Crete, and they're going to have a charge.
And which he was square on him. That was the exact legal guarding position discussion we had last time, and he tagged him. The hard part is it's not the same. It wasn't consistent.
Well, Wake's first foul, so he's not in foul trouble. Nonetheless, you want to keep out of it.
Wow, and that's Burgess had vertically done that so well.
Only the 14th foul, so it's
looks like Union's going to go 2-3 here to finish the quarter.
It wouldn't have been shooting anyway. It's not player control. So
they're lifting out just a little bit on the guards.
Emery just waiting for 10 seconds to go, leading by 8, which is the large lead of the half. 3-point shot on the right arch is up and good by Jace Franson.
Stretched that zone and screened it. They screened the top of it. The forward couldn't come high enough to get it. Great look for Franson. Good execution by the Spartans to know how to take care of that 2-3 zone.
And that's halftime here. Kind of a similar thing happened yesterday to this Union team. They're really cruising. They had the lead at 18-17. Well, they had it at 17-16. Emery took the lead, and they have just mushroomed it to an 11-point lead here.
You can tell scoring can get challenging for Union. Having a few of those layups roll out on them just really hurt them. They've left 4 up there, and so they could just be right there, but not able to quite get them to drop.
And so we'll...
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
The Chevy Silverado. With available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home. Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CT pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CT teachers and school counselors today.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
Are you or a loved one experiencing a mental health crisis? Let us help. Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital offers no-cost mental health assessments, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your mental health care. Insist on Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital for instant care. Call us today to speak with one of our highly trained mental health professionals. Call 801-852-2273. Or for more information, visit aspengrovehospital.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back on, Rick. Let's talk about
back
half.
here. Yeah, yesterday Union was back and forth with Ogden till about 4 minutes to go, and in the first half, and then they ended the half with Ogden putting on a 17-4 run. Game today, we've had 6 lead changes, 5 ties. Emery took the lead 20-19. Since that time, Emery's been on a 12-2 run. And so again, right before the end of the half today, they've given up a big run here. Just couldn't. Yesterday I felt it was different than today. Today, Union just couldn't get the ball in the hoop.
It struggled to fall down for them. Their defense did quite well. Gave up a few transition points, probably 6 transition points that hurt them fairly bad. But like you said, the defense doing pretty solid job overall, but not able to drop. Wake Olson really getting at the rim well, but rimming out on him and several others. It just rimmed out on him so far.
Wake averaging 16 points a game, had 6 in the first half. Stetson Duncan comes in averaging 5 points a game. He already has 5 points. And it's Bell, who averages 10 points a game. He made 2 3-pointers. He has 6 points. But let's go through the stats here.
Well, rebounding-wise, you've got the Cougars with their 8, and then the Spartans with 18, and that's an area that's definitely glaring. When you're down 10 on the rebounds, that allows the score to do that, where you get 11 points difference. And really, when it's that bad, it's fortunate if you're within that close. Then you've got your free throws, and the Cougars were able to get to the line 8 times. They made 5 for 8, and the Spartans only 2 for 4. Overall field goals shot, They're not too far off with that rebounding disparity, and that's 23 have been shot by the Cougars and 25 by the Spartans. And we went to what the hard part is. They can't get the ball to fall through. They're only at 30% overall field goal percentage, and that's hurting them.
And I felt like they've had a couple balls. They just were tough luck balls where they bounce on the rim.
Absolutely.
Now, Emery, the other way, they come back, and I tell you what, Emery really put the clamps on and played a great second half of that second quarter.
Stayed in front of them, made those shots that were right there, just tough enough off balance that they didn't fall for them. And then they have attacked. Wade Stilson factor is happening and very real. He's scored when he's wanted to score, and if he can stay out of foul trouble, he can dominate this game offensively. And then defensively, he's such an anchor for that zone.
7 different Spartans scored in that first half. Mason Stilson with 5, Creek Sharp with 3, Luke Justice with 4, Zach Tuttle with 4, Wade Stilson with 9, 3 for Jace Franson and 4 for Matt Olson. For the Union Cougars, it was Brady Bell with 6, Tanner Womack with 2. It was 5 for Stetson Duncan. Wake Olson with 6 and 2 for Connor Olson, and a total of 21 points to 32 for Emery. So what do you see in the second half here?
Well, Union's got to cut off the transition of Emery and not give them those easy finishes. That's where some of that separation takes place. Obviously, we talked about rebounding. They've got to clean that up. And Emery's done such a good job with their dump passes. They get down into that drop zone, and they've got 2 coming off of that baseline, slipping out of that gutter, and they've gotten a lot of good pieces there. The zone offense of Union looked really nice. The ball's moved inside and outside. They've been able to hit down a few of those threes. And they've moved the ball well and had those opportunities right there. But you talked about it early. Foul trouble is going to play another role. See what they can get to fall in. But excited to see here what both teams come out adjustment-wise. And I expect a better effort on the boards by Union.
The winner of this game will take on Manti, who beat American Heritage 84 to 77 in a game that Manti was down by, 10, 12 points in that game?
Yeah, they slipped. It was right there, close to 10, yeah.
And I just know Manti came roaring back. That was a very entertaining game. And what
a energy.
Welcome our viewers on KSL Sports, on ETV, and on TeamHive.live. And we have one of the great ones next to us, Barrett Hilton, our producer. And Barrett, we're going to have a conversation tonight and talk about how he came up with Team Hive, kind of some of the things that happened. And it'll be fascinating to hear his thoughts on that.
Always good to hear what the brains behind the business come from.
And I just a fun time. We have so many good people that helped throughout the tournament. And I know we don't give credit to enough of the camera people. And takes a lot to bring this to you, and the quality. I know when I'm gone on the road, I turn on and listen.
Absolutely. As we wind down here the half, that 3 that Emery hit to finish the second quarter, really able to stretch that lead up into double digits. Big time execution as they played a little bit of chess. Union's been in a man the majority of the game. Both end of quarters, they go zone as Emery's been able to be in control of the ball to run that last bit out. Slipped into that zone. They screened the top guy, slipped him up a little higher for the skip. Big time 3 by Franson. See what happens here as we start play.
Union led 19 to 18. We've had 6 lead changes, 5 ties, and Emery ended the quarter on a 12-2 run, and they enjoy a 32-21 lead as we start third quarter action here in this boys 3A consolation game. The winner takes on Manti tomorrow.
Burgess needs to figure out how to keep himself on the floor with those 3 fouls. Wade was able to get out of the second quarter without a 3rd foul, so that's big for him, as that'll give him a lot more minutes here in the third quarter.
There was one time when I thought maybe they'd call the foul line. I don't know if you thought that.
I mean, he was obviously involved in the play, had an opportunity there. A little crossing action through the elevator doors and down underneath.
Oh, a great pass into Sharp, but his shot is blocked.
Recovery on defense by Union was really nice there.
And that was blocked by Womack. And now Union will throw the ball away as they're trying to get set up here. And Emery will bring it in.
Just lifting up over the top, too hard of a skip. Threw it to the bench. Union can stay in their man defense.
And Wade crosses into forecourt. And he can score when he's needed, but he does so many things. Oh, a great pass to Creek Sharp, and he lays it in. Oh!
Emery's got so much out of that 1-4 low action. They use a little crossing underneath, but when you've got a guard like Wade, he can facilitate that 1-4 low really, really well.
And Brady Bell shot a tough luck shot, another one of those that we described in the first half. And now Stilson goes down. His shot's hard off the glass. Rebound comes down to Bell.
Stetson Duncan staying in front of Wade really well there.
Top of the arch, three-point shot is up by Womack. Oh, a tough luck shot wouldn't go. And Wade Stilson goes high for the rebound. So still on a 14-2 run Emery is right now. We'll see if Union, and it's going to be out of bounds off Emery. Union's going to try and stop that.
Burgess doing an excellent job in transition and knocking that ball loose and getting it back for the Cougars.
Solid Emery team here. They came into this tournament the number 2 overall seed, which tells you they've had a great year. Shot is up and good!
Coming off that ball screen, able to lift around and knock that one down. Nice screen right there to get him open.
Wake Olson with his 9th point for Union. And the Union crowd comes alive quickly. Down underneath, the shot's up and baked up and in. And we had a good angle. Luke wanted a foul called on that, and I'm not so sure there wasn't one.
It was definitely some contact, but Luke stayed strong and finished strong. It was a good job playing through the no call.
3-point shot by Bell's up. It wouldn't go, and the rebound comes down to Emery. Luke Justice drives in. His shot's up. And are they going to count it? Yes.
They sure do. Luke gets the rebound over there on that left side of the floor. Able just to work his way down. Union in position, but not able to stop the drive, and that puts a 4th foul on Burgess, and foul trouble plagues him some more.
Yeah, had foul trouble yesterday. And Luke, the leading scorer for Emery on the season, averaging 17 points a game, has 8 in this game so far. And his foul shot's up and good.
Emery going to play a man defense against this 5 out of Union.
Emery only shot 4 foul shots in the first half. That's only their 5th. Now out of bounds, and it will be in as they throw it off. No, we're going to have a foul on the baseline.
Able to get down into there. He felt like he got enough bump to pump him out, but had it thrown off of his leg if he had to. Double post up on the or double stacked up on the junctions.
Creek Sharp picks up his first. No, not. It was Creek's first foul. As Union inbounds it here. Wake Olson with it, trying to go the foul line, and it's going to be tipped away by Wade Stilson. Oh, he's been everywhere today.
Absolutely, and the way he used his body to catch that ball was fun to watch.
Quickly, it's still back the other way, and Wade goes up with it's not there, but the follow-up's also not there. Another follow-up by Duncan's not there. Jensen had a shot. Tough luck shots there.
Oh, it was brutal for the Cougars.
And Justice misses an easy one for him. There was a defender there. Got 3-point shot on the right side. It's up and good!
Good to see that one fall after the struggle just to get a layup to go.
Jensen with a 3-point shot, his first. Now Rick to Creech Sharp. Creech's shot is blocked, and we'll have a foul.
Let's see who they put this one on.
Boy, there's a few words being said there.
Got his number reported. That's just the second there on Wake Olson.
Yeah, Wake. And Creek Sharp at the foul line. His foul shot's no good.
Emery, as a team, not good free throw shooting team. They shoot in the 50s. Yesterday shot a touch better.
And second one's not there. The rebound comes down to Union. Nice job of rebounding there by Bell.
Well, and Duncan did a good job clearing his teammate out for him.
3-point shot on the right side. Up and good!
Wake excited about that one. Gets a little attaboy from his teammates.
12 points for Wake. And now the back cut is up and in. You can hear the coach yelling that.
He knew it was coming.
Creek Sharp put it in.
Creek is so good down underneath there. When they get the penetration, if you look at the guy penetrating, he's going to lay the ball up on there.
And Wake Olson with another 3-point. He has three-point shots in this quarter. He has 15 points.
Justice just able to work his way down in with the ball. Just takes time. No help comes, and he's able to finish.
Justice was 7 points in the quarter, 11 in the game. Down the baseline, jump shot, the floater's up and good. And where maybe there was tough luck shooting in the end of the second quarter, Union's come out firing in this
After
quarter.
missing those 3 wide open layups, they finally got the ball to start falling.
35-43, the 8-point lead. Shots up by
Wade Stilton.
Yeah, and it's going to be.
He's lucky not to get a third foul there as he wrapped around and knocked that ball out. The official let it go. Go with a timeout for Emery.
Timeout on the court.
A little momentum for Union's been happening. They want to get it stopped.
And Union's got the ball down by 8. They were down by 14. And 3:48 to go in the third quarter.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
All right, what do you think?
Well, at least the Union got some momentum going. Give them a chance to close the gap here.
Yeah, we
got to play a little defense and get a stop down on the other side.
And this is the boys 3A Consolation game today on KSL Sports and ETV and TeamHive.live. Justin Shakespeare.
Good to see the ball start falling in the hoop for Union as they've got those threes to fall. And if they can get some stops, close this gap, get it down to a couple possession game.
Made 4 3-pointers here in the quarter. Andros Jensen with a 3 and 3 3-pointers by Wake Olson.
Coach Justice wanting to kill that momentum, using a timeout, get it stopped.
I think that was a great timeout personally.
Here we come in, Emery's going to run in a man.
Yeah, down the barrel. Passes along the baseline to Jensen over on the right side. Underneath, the shot is baked up and in. There's a foul. As Duncan is fouled, it counts. He has 7 points, and this lead is going to come.
Stetson's patience right there as he gets down. You can see that replay. Came to a good jump stop, use a ball fake, and got Tuttle out of position right there as he came in trying to block it from behind. Really nice job using his body, staying under control. Great and one, and gets that to that 2-possession game we were talking about. See what they can do to get a stop.
43-38. Emery was on a 14-2 run, and since then, it's been back the other way. And Luke Justice with an incredible move through the lane.
He's really good with the ball.
Down to the baseline, turnaround shots up and no good.
Wade Stilton able to push Womack backwards on that, floating away from the basket.
Well, Emery able to retain it and baked up and in. Zach Tuttle with a tough shot.
Had to gather that up from everywhere.
Now back the other way, shot is up and no good, but there is a foul.
Womack there in transition, got stretched out. Thought he might have a chance to get that one to drop for him, but definitely caught enough.
Tuttle with 6 points.
That was a good finish by Tuttle down there on the other end. Got the ball moving up and down the floor a little bit here.
Womack gets his 3rd point.
If the ball gets out in transition, it definitely favors Emery. Emery's good there. They work hard to get easier transition baskets, and I think there is a piece to that it does favor Emery as you see this lead stretch back out.
And Womack's 2nd foul shot crawls over the rim and then goes in. It doesn't matter how it goes in, it all counts the same. And that's all you're hoping for, get it in that hoop.
A lot of ball screening action out of Emery right there, and Olsen going in and getting the little through the hoop.
Matt Olsen with the reverse through the center of the lane, puts it up and in. He has 6 points now.
Had about 4 good ball screens to break him open. Different
Back to a 9-point lead. 3-point shot is up by Bell. Goes off the rim. Rebound comes down to Creek Sharp of Emery. Justice back underneath. His shot's up and good. And Justice is filling it.
His body control's fun to watch. Just able to come down. No help comes. He's able to finish.
15 points for Justice. 3. Was it a 3 or just a 2?
Just a 2 from what I saw. And that's Womack's liking that baseline. He's just outside the short corner area.
Womack with 8 points. 6 of them there in the corner now. Takeaway by Union. Nice pass. And as they try to pass it back, maybe one of them could have just taken it and laid it up and in, but they didn't want to get blocked.
Well, on that 2-and-1, you want to pull the defense to you. If the defense doesn't come, you've got to go finish. Playing catch back and forth allows the defense to stay in the middle and bounce back and forth and really not have to do anything. You got to force the defense to commit, make the dump pass later.
And you got to make sure you space it a little bit, but it was
you
knocked out of
definitely
bounds.
have to run your lanes.
Now Union with the ball. The ball's deflected, but picked up by Womack. Over to Jansen. Womack at the foul line. His shot's up and good!
Loving the mid-range game is Womack. He's come out firing after he didn't shoot the ball much early. He was really facilitating, and he has come in and going. They go zone right here. 2-3.
Womack averages 5 points a game, has 10 here. 3-point shot by Justice on the right side, over the rim, not there. But the rebound and putback's also not there by Matt Olsen. And now we're going to have a foul.
Matt works so hard for the Spartans. He just over pursues and collects his 4th foul.
A tough break as Emery had 2 blank shots that they would make most of the time. Same as Union's had some in this game. That's just the breaks of basketball.
Absolutely. They screen the top of that zone, which draws the second guard in, and then they skip it out. They like that action for 3 against that 2-3 zone.
Union with the ball here. A little momentum. Down by 7. Bounce pass through the lane's going to be taken away by who else but Wade Stilton. Justice goes underneath, couple defenders, puts it up and in.
Put a lot of time into being able to use those feet to get him that little extra finish.
13 in the quarter, 17 for the game for Justice. Now baseline jumpers up over the rim. Wouldn't go, and the rebound down to Creek Sharp of Emery. Creek down the left arch. Shot is up by France, and it wouldn't go. The rebound down to Union.
No shot clock.
And now a steal by Emery.
Just a little careless in there in transition.
Franson wants to go with it.
If your teammate is stopped in transition, likely the defense is coming to take the ball. You can't just toss it straight across or behind. Has to go forward.
Emery's led by as many as 14. Right now the lead is 9. And a chance to add to it at the end of this quarter. And a pass underneath, put up, and it banked in by Tuttle.
Execution of Emery at the end of quarters has been fantastic. They have just dominated that execution to end their quarters, all 3.
Just when it looked like Union had gotten really back in within, I think
2
they got
possessions.
within 6 points. Emery goes roaring back to 11-point lead, 55-44, a quarter to go.
Are you a new CDL license holder? If so, Barney Trucking would like to train and pay you to become a world-class truck driver on state-of-the-art equipment. They also provide you with reliable, courteous support, a fantastic wage, paid holidays, solid benefits, home daily schedules, paid time off, an excellent safety record, and respect. Dependable truck drivers have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. Start your outstanding career by applying today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Union with the balls. We start the final quarter here in this final consolation game of the day.
Emery going to show a 1-2-2 zone. It will pass down right into the middle of it. Nice job still in the back side-ish.
Yeah, and Duncan had it, and Stilson backed away. Now back the other way. Shot is up and a foul. 2 shots. I believe it's going to be Luke Justice shooting.
And had another nice look for Union, just not able to get it to fall. Scoring just continues to be a challenge. And that sends Emery out in transition with that miss.
Luke averaging 17 points a game, and he already has 17 right now.
He's got out well with the ball, and they haven't brought the help to try to slow him down. He handles it so well. He's definitely able to get at the rim.
Only his second foul attempt in this game. He'll now get a third. He made the first one, so he's 1 out of 2. And give him still 17. The rebound comes down to the Union Cougars.
They're going to stay in that 1-2-2.
Shot from the left baseline's up, and a 3 foul shots coming, I believe.
Creek Sharp just following way too through on that flyby and catches him, sends him to the ground.
Wake Olson's 3-point shot almost went. He had 3 of them in the third quarter.
Yeah, he definitely got rolling right there.
And his first foul shot's up and good. In the first half from the foul line, Union was 5 out of 8. And I have him here in the second half now, 5 for 5.
Very pretty right there so far for Wake Olson on that, being fouled on a 3-point shot.
And 18 points now for Wake Olson. Oh, he's having a nice game. You can, he's the lead scorer with averaging 16 points a game. But that doesn't always mean, it's just the flow of his game is fun today.
It has been nice. Yep, good score.
Emery at the right side of the foul line. It's up and good. A tough shot by Zach Tuttle.
Getting in the mix right there with a little 8-footer.
10 points for Zach Tuttle.
Now they're back in their 2-3 zone.
They go to the foul line. Back over to the right side to Colby Kettle. And now I think we're going to have a
Mason
foul.
Stilson got into him a little too far and sent him sideways. Trying to really pin him to the sideline there out of that zone, that 2-3 zone. It's fun. Emery has a look right there where they try to pin you to the sideline and then lift the top guard to take that ball reversal away.
Down the barrel, 3-point shot by Brady Bells off the side of the rim. Rebound comes down in the corner to Creek for Emery. Quickly to Luke Justice. Justice on the left baseline. And the shot is up and no good there by Mason Stilson. The rebound down to Union. Over on the right side. Just inside the 3-point line. Colby Kettle shots up and good.
Nice use of the head fake. Just got that catch down there in the short corner. Good head fake, 1 dribble pull up.
First 2 points of the game for Colby. Now Emery.
5 out.
And Wade Stilson goes down. His defender falls down. Wade just puts it up and in.
Made it easy on him. Just didn't quite have enough contact for the official to decide he wanted to call that one.
11 points for Wade Stilson. Oh, just his overall game's been fun to watch. Now for the foul line. Womack turns around. He's open. He just drills it. 12 points for Womack.
Really having a nice 15-footer game. That was good stuff right there. I like a jump ball on that. That was awesome.
They're going to call a foul.
Came down in, got his hand on the ball and just stayed with it there. And Justice doing a nice job wrapping his shoulder around to where it drags his arm around him.
Got to thank our producer there, Barrett Hilton, for giving us that replay.
Got to see that movement by Justice. Good baseline out of bounds.
Baseline out of bounds gets to Wade Stilson, who has an easy lay-in there. And now Wake Olson goes through. There'll be a foul.
And Mason Stilson getting another one as he kind of similar. Got the ball handler, got around him enough to where it pulls the shoulder into him.
And 4th foul on Mason Stilson. Mason will come out, and back in for him will be Jace Franson for Emery. Union set to inbound underneath their own basket. They have a picket fence at the foul line. And now he just throws off the back of Stilson, but it deflected badly. Now Union will get a steal. I like that play. It just didn't work.
Nope, it didn't work.
At the foul line for Union. Left side, shot up by Bell, wouldn't go.
Back out in transition, Luke Justice.
And Justice, we're going to have a jump ball.
Got it this time.
It just felt like a jump ball.
Brady Bell doing a nice job staying under control and not over shifting as Luke using that Euro step. He's trying to move you over. He just stayed in front of him. Really nice. Seen that before.
Spartans inbound it with Stilton, runner through the lane. Wade shots over the rim, no good. And we're going to have a foul called there. That's probably an easy call.
Yeah, Luke over pursuing as Womack, man, he's had a really nice game. He gets that rebound. And it looks like it comes down into his face. And a little more.
First foul by Luke in this game. So,
and I'm actually not sure after watching the replay that it was on Luke. Might have been nice, a nice share right there to keep him in.
Well, we
keep
got
his
too
teammate
good of a replay that time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain to Barrett, though. Now, underhand scoop is baked up and in by Wake Olton.
Hands were all high, like it. He identified it and able to split through the hands, use that scoop.
20 points for Wake Olton, the leading scorer on the court for either team. Can Union make a run here? Down by just 8.
Got to have a stop right here as they tried to ISO Creek as Burgess has 4 fouls, trying to see if they can go one-on-one. And
and a great pass for Creek Sharp to Zach Tuttle, who lays it in 12 points. Oh, that was pretty.
Really heads-up play right there.
Union at the foul line. Wake thinks about shooting it, but backs it back out. Over to Bell on the left arch. Union swings it around on the right side. 3-point shot by Wake. Olson is up and just off the side of the rim. It was close.
Ball never hit the high post to suck that zone in, so that shot was deep.
And now Justice takes it from 3/4 out on the right side, and he's going to pick up a foul. Not a foul on him, but he'll draw a foul.
Yep. He does an excellent job getting that ball in transition on the right side, and he'll just work his way through. They'd walled up well and got the initial stop, but as Luke finishes through, able to get the arms to fall down on him and get that and draw that foul you talked about.
Luke having a nice game, 17 points. Is slowed down a little bit here in the 4th quarter.
And Matt Olson's going to check back in with his 4th foul. Hanging on a little bit, see what he can do as we've got Burgess with 4 and Matt Olson with 4.
And now 18 points for Luke Justice as he makes the foul shot. There's timeout on the court. Emery leading 64-53, 3:55 to go. We'll be back.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
I call the coach's notes. We're going to go to the coach here, Dustin Shakespeare. What has to happen here for Union to get back here? They've been back and forth a little bit.
Got to stop the transition. They've allowed Luke Justice on that right side to get at the rim, and Emery moves without the ball well. They've gotten a lot of scores off that. You've got to stop the drive.
Appreciate those insights from Dustin Shakespeare. 3-point shot on the right side. It's a little short, but the rebound underneath the Wake Olson of Union. 3-point shot on the right side. A little hard off the rim there by Womack.
Another almost a mirror of what Wake Olson did last night, but that was a...
And now a travel on the rebound to Union. It'll go over to Emery.
Well, a lot of things going on, but Wake Olson with some awesome offensive rebounds there.
I didn't really see that, but I was. And now a reach and foul, an easy call here. It's only the 14th foul, so it's non-shooting. Here on out, both teams will shoot 2 foul shots.
That's right.
3:22 to go in the ball game. Emery does inbound it in the backcourt, which is legal. Luke Justice with it. Crosses back into forecourt. Justice hesitates, puts a shot a little short. Fight for the rebound and brought down there by Stetson Duncan. Duncan down the barrel. 3-point shot is not going to go.
That line, that is a challenge. That he was playing on the wrong line. He was back up, lined up, but
behind the
can't
college,
show it.
the boys' college line. There's 3 lines here. You may wonder what they are. The first one's a high school, second one's a girls' college, and the third one is the boys' college. It's not the NBA line.
No.
And just to make that clear to some of our viewers.
Absolutely.
And we went to some AAU tournaments where they did have the NBA line, and that's way out there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, nice pass to Wade Stilton.
Yeah.
And one.
Stilton is he's a difference maker. The senior has just played terrific today.
Well, Mason Stilton sees that the 2 defenders are stretched out, and Wade jumps up in between. Really nice entry pass down to him. And then just with that size advantage, great finish. Ooh.
And that shot ended up being missing everything, and it missed it bad. And you can hear some of the crowd, and Stilton smiled. Take nothing away from his game. That's one of the few things today that's been like that, because he's played terrific.
That's right. Excellent ball player. Just keeping him in check.
He's still kind of smiling.
Absolutely.
And if you've played basketball much, you know that happens once in a while. Stilton with the steal. Quickly down court. They're going to give it to Mason Stilton. And Mason puts it up and in.
Nice job by Mason to sprint out there as Luke got the catch. Easy to kick it up to head. The last one for the easy layup.
Mason with 7 points. Now the steal by Emery. Quickly back underneath to Mason again. And Mason misses it, but the follow-up and put back by Tuttle.
Love Tuttle's effort to follow up on that, as they had another really nice layup by Mason Stilton. But Tuttle, knowing that, hey, anything happens, going and gathering that one up as the transition of Emery. We talked about it. You called it the coach's notes. Said we had to stop transition. Well, that hasn't happened.
It is the coach's note, because you're
still there.
We come back to get your expertise. 70-53, Emery with the lead.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
All right, welcome back here. Union will inbound it. 2:11 to go here in this ball game. The winner will take on Manti tomorrow. 11:40 now, takeaway by Emery. Lob down underneath. The shot is up, and it's short, but you can credit Wade Stilton for that.
Yep, does an excellent job with his length.
Dribble drive, and it's going to be a foul called on Union.
Yeah, Wake just jumped him a little bit sideways there on the closeout.
Caused a little damage. And I think we're going to see some substitutions here.
Yes, sir. They're lined up from the Emery side. Looks like it'll be a 5.
And it's banked up and in. I tell you, it's been a long time since I've seen a banked in foul shot. We've had 2 of them today.
That's true.
2.
That's a good point.
I mean, have you seen him in a while?
No, except for when I go with my kids to the gym.
Well, we've had 2 banked in, and they all count the same.
Adamson, a senior for Union, checks in, as well as Kettle, a senior, checks in. So all 3 seniors for Union on the floor.
Long 3-point shot. Oh, that looked good. We had a good view of it there by Wake Holton. Rebound down to Emery. Spartans with it. Out near half court is Johansson. And he gets it over to Porter Hertzman. Back on the left side. Shot is up and no good by Scott Johansson. And it's going to be in for Union.
Union give a couple other guys a little time and give Wake Olson a break. He's had a great game.
I'll tell you what, this Union team, they played hard.
They do play hard.
And this Emery, give the Emery team credit. Boy, they were terrific. Their back cuts today, their passing was really sharp and crisp and aided by Wade Stilson, whose points won't tell the whole story.
No.
He just had a terrific game today.
He's always a lot more than a box scorer. He's a great ball player.
Over on the right side, the Cougars with it. That's Kobe Kettle. And it's blocked, and Kobe throws it out of bounds off Emery. Under a minute to go, 18-point lead. And now set and bounded here. In the right corner is Andres Jensen. Gets it in. Gets it to Connor Olson. He spins. His shot just wouldn't go. The rebound down to Emery.
Fun for all these players to get out on the floor and enjoy being under the lights.
Yeah, a lot of times they want to try and score, and I don't think anyone cares. I mean, they do, and their parents, but coaches just wanting the clock to run. Oh, the run and flyer bank shot. I think that was Porter Hertzman. Just wouldn't go. Braxton Butler getting set to come in the game, but we're going to have foul shots.
Always looking to improve, try and find ways to execute, take the next step forward.
Union's got a lot of youth. They're going to be very solid next year.
And I like what Coach Gilpin's done. He's come in, a little tough spot, came in quarter way through the season and took over. And he's done a nice job. You love when you can see a team is just working really, really hard. There's sometimes the skill set score may not be the same, but those guys all worked really hard for Coach and their teammates, and it was fun to see him do that.
Addison makes both foul shots quickly, back the other way. And the shot clock is off. Emery does not need to shoot it, but sometimes players come in crunch time and they're looking to score. And they are at a shot by Will Jeffs. And now Union with 1 second to go, and we have 1.1 second to go in the ball game here.
Emery's he was trying to come in the next possession. Coach Justice wanted to let one of their players play a little longer, and he ends up coming in anyway. Good of him.
And just 1.1 second left to go. And the pass does come in, and that ends our ball game. 73-55. And for Union, they made it to the Final Eight. There's 18 teams in 3A basketball. They made it to the Final Eight. And our congratulations to them. And Emery has made it to take on cross-region rival Manti, where they split on the season. They'll have their rubber match tomorrow for the Consolation Championship.
Should be fun for them. Be a good one. This was well done. Emery obviously played really well. Union worked hard and enjoyed calling the game with you, Rick.
Really fortunate to be with you. Want to thank Barrett Hilton for all that he did for us. And again, what a great game. And we'll see if we can get some quick stats. We'll have you give the quick stats here.
Absolutely. Brad Father takes good care of us. We want to make sure we recognize all these players that played so hard. End of the season for the Union Cougars. They've done a good job recovering and coming back out. And
I'll have you
at
go
state.
through the stats real quick.
You got Brady Bell, who had 3 rebounds and 6 points. Tanner Womack got on fire there the third quarter and start of the fourth. He had 6 rebounds, 12 points. Brooks Burgess ended up not being able to score. Stetson Duncan with 8 points. Wake Olson caught fire there from the three-point line, was 3 for 6 from 3, got 20 points. Kobe Kettle got 2 with a rebound as well. Connor Olson with 2, Ben Adamson with 2, and Andres Jensen with 3. That gave them their 55 points. Want to make sure we recognize Tanner Womack also got 3 assists. Mason Stilson ended up with 7 points and 1 rebound. Creek Sharp with 7 points and 9 rebounds. He is relentless in his pursuit for the ball. Luke Justice handling it very well and going at the rim. Got 18 points, 4 rebounds. Zach Tuttle, 14 points, 6 rebounds. Wade Stilson showing that he can do it all with 15, 5 assists, and 8 rebounds. Great game from Wade Stilson. 3 points for Jace Franson, 7 points for Matt Olson with 5 rebounds. 2 points from Will Jeffs, catching that one down the end. Good to see Will get on the floor and get him a bucket.
Well, the game on hand coming up, and we'll turn it over to them, will be Emery versus Grantsville. Then back tonight on Mid-Utah Radio, we'll be bringing you on TeamHive.live and KSL Sports. We'll be bringing you the Richfield Carbon Girls game at 5:50, and then the Boys South Summit game at 7:30. We'll now turn it over, and again, the final score here, 73 for Emery, 55 for Union.